Well, John, how's everything after Saturday?
Yeah, good. I think the camp's in a real positive mood. There's a really quick turnaround, obviously, between the Saturday and the Tuesday game. So we did a long trip back down south on Saturday evening, as I'm sure all the supporters are fully aware. And a nice rest day yesterday, and back at it this morning.
How did the team come out of the game? Obviously, Marlon sort of went off with a slight knock. Is there any update on him?
Yeah, so Marlon took the knock to his ankle in the tackle that resulted in the red. He's touch and go. We're actually just going to give it another 24 hours and see how Marlon is tomorrow, and then make a decision on team selection then. But apart from that, everybody's come through it fine.
Obviously, you spoke about your key takeaways from Saturday after the game. In terms of stuff to work on, is there anything you've picked out?
Yeah, plenty. I think we were always looking to improve in certain areas, and we had a good look at the goal and why we went 1-0 down, and a couple of the problems that Wigan caused us in the first half, and then we did have a good look at why we didn't feel we could have been as dominant as we were in the second half. But overall, really, really pleased with the performance. It's never easy winning away from home at this level or at any level, to be honest. And going to a side that I think are going to be fine this season, and actually, in terms of total points, have done really well. I think before the weekend, they weren't a huge. There wasn't a huge disparity in actual points they picked up. So really, really pleased with it overall, going away to Wigan's and a great result. But yeah, always things to improve upon.
Last time we played Wycombe at Fratton Park was on the last day of last season. What can you take from that one?
I think very little. It was a game where we were playing for 8th position, 8th versus 9th. Two teams that were about right in the league at that point, and two sides that wanted to improve over the summer and really push for the top 6 this year. So I think both sides have done that. Both sides have gone away, and Wycombe are in pretty good form at the moment. They've picked up some points after a disappointing start, and they're a very changed side. They're a very, very different team. They've recruited really well. They've brought quite a few new players in. I think it's been the first pre-season where Matt Bloomfield has had his chance to get his get his own stamp on his team, and yeah, we are seeing a different Wycombe side. So in terms of where we were from the back end of last season, I think it's two different games.
What sort of fixture are you expecting tomorrow?
I think I know they say this every week because I genuinely believe it about League One fixtures, and if the Cheltenham game was anything to go by, then hopefully I'm not spouting a load of nonsense. All the games at this level are really, really tough, no matter where sides are in the league, and this is going to be one of them. They are a side in good form, and they've got some very, very experienced players at this level and the levels above. And yeah, we expect them to be a really solid opponent coming to Fratton Park, and we're going to have to be at our best to make sure we try and get on top of them.
So Tuesday night at Fratton Park, does that add a little bit of a buzz to it for you and the players?
I think so. We've had some real special Tuesday nights at Fratton Park over the past 6 or 7 months. A couple that really stand out. The Bolton game that we always reference, and the one this season where we played Exeter was a fantastic occasion. On that day, managed to win. The crowd were right at it, and they were treated to some nice football. And I think, from our point of view, tomorrow hopefully will be another occasion, another chance for us to come off the back of an away trip like we did last week, and put a bit of a performance together at home. Hopefully we can do that, and I think if we do that, we'll get a good result.
It's 3 Fratton games in the next 7 days. So what's your message to the supporters ahead of them?
The message is thank you for all of the supporters that travelled away over the last couple of weeks, and thankfully this should be a nice little respite for them, certainly in terms of away travel. So really good from that point of view, and just the normal really, just your support makes a huge difference. The lads absolutely love it when Fratton Park's rocking. I know the fans enjoy it a lot more as well. And really what stood out to me over the past few weeks, I didn't even mention it on Saturday actually, but as soon as we've gone 1-0 down in games as well, there's been no negative reaction. It's been really positive, and that's really helped. I think that's been a big part of it. People are talking about the fact that we have gone a goal down, which isn't ideal, but we've come back into games. The crowd reaction is a huge part of it, home and away. I heard the fans again on Saturday really picking things up as soon as we went a goal down, knowing that there's still plenty of time and there's plenty of the game left, and just the amount of positivity around the place at the moment is brilliant to see, and hopefully we can reward that on the pitch with a good performance.